Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation2. Alright, happy to get first in the fourth competition, and I'm gonna heading to Japan really soon. So I'm really happy I managed to get all four competition first in this event, and of course in this event itself, now you see Sunny Boy is definitely someone of a very high competitive mode in terms of that. And race 23. Hope you get that gift code in my previous video and really claim your keys here. Alright, Sunny Boys is the one that I've lost before, and I believe is gem spinner, so hopefully we get better in this competition against him. Again, on this competition I have another teammate of mine in the same union, Foxman, so I'm really glad end of the day we got the top 3. So in this event, it's not new now, 4th competitions already, you know what to do. EP start is a must, and of course after EP start, have your car parts factory round the clock, or your other factories fill up to the brim in terms of the products as well as the input and output trays, because input tray acts as additional warehousing. I'll be always focusing that because I have a tiny warehouse after all. So in terms of the car parts, so make sure you have all those parts that are required. In terms of containers, as usual nowadays, it's a bit difficult to get anything above rare. So this is really lucky, I must say, because hardly I see any of this epic from a container price. Nonetheless, I'm just going to save up those parts itself, because once I go to Japan, I believe lots of those required. So here we are, still fighting for 4th position right now. Sunny Boys, Foxman, that's it, my teammate from the same union. Myself is trying to struggle and overcome this Foxman together with me. I'm trying to overcome the Sunny Boys. So here we are, again, of course, start with some of the union jobs you can't do perfectly fine. This Jonian winter season is getting a bit, I would say that not a very fantastically designed kind of competition. I would actually prefer the previous arrangement, whereby your contribution or your positioning in the event competitions is being reflected as part and parcel with a union reward as well, because that seems much better. And now, because they move towards the winter season into the union gameplay, they've removed that from the event itself, so I find that not that interesting anymore. So I must say that this is some kind of design effect that actually has a very reverse requirement in terms of the developer, because they will require basically your attention and of course your enthusiasm into this game, is getting more and more people playing when it came out of this union gameplay. But again, I think it's split more towards the camp whereby people dislike it than people like it. So because of that fact, I think this feedback need to be required to be gathered, and then eventually made the switch back to the original gameplay. Hoping that Pixel does that, because I'm sure Pixel spent a lot of effort in doing that, but nonetheless it doesn't work out. But again, I'm not that hopeful, because in terms of the competition, if you realize now in the competition itself, there's the so-called grouped or the team that you've chosen. For me, unfortunately, you've chosen Samurai, and we're getting 4th position throughout. The Pixel has refused to listen to feedback that the percentage is not working, i.e. the bonus percentage is not working. You can't be granting percentage in this manner, whereby the lowest 2 team has the highest percentage, because the percentage that they're granting is too small to hit any difference. So the way people have chosen a team, especially those strong ones, have chosen a certain team, that team will be winning, and no matter the percentage you put in, like 2, 4 or 6%, will do any effect because it's too small. If you really want to equalize it, you should put in like 20% for the lowest, and then probably a 10% for the next lowest, so and so forth. Alright, so This is something I think Pixel has done really poor in terms of the group or team competition. They should take a look at all those events and analyze it, but they refuse to do it because it's just like you keep on doing the same thing. We expect a different result. That's stupid, right? So, alright, so at this juncture, not too bad here. We managed to climb to the top already. Foxman is just second and Sunny Boys is third. But I said Sunny Boys is really fast because I believe he's a strong gem spender. So definitely, unfortunately, at the end of the day, Sunny Boys won against Foxman, and Foxman I think dropped to the third place, unfortunately. This event itself pushing me to the limits because once I cross the 699 mark, I'll be coming to Japan, and that makes me really difficult in fighting competitions itself. So I'm really happy ended well, and eventually when we cross over to Japan, I think the next competition onwards I wouldn't be able to get top 5 for sure, because once you cross to a new region, total different number of trains that you have, your capacity is lower, the fleet size is lower, and I think when you ask for certain trains from the new region, everything will be so tough. But I've been saving a lot of those metal keys, hoping to bring across to Japan about 6,043 right now. If I go with 100 key container, we have 60 of those trains, majority in common. I'll try to use some of the union points or currency or the keys they call it to exchange for some trains as well. So let's see how things work out. I'm saving up the 2 legendaries for sure. I may be able to claim probably another rare if I want it to be happening, or if I want to save up probably an epic. So here we are getting first already, and of course let's check out the last positioning that you have for round 4. Yep, the samurai, here we are, out last positions as usual because of Pixel Federation's stupidity in terms of the percentage, but nonetheless, developer that doesn't really worry about the enjoyment of the players. They've chosen the wrong team, don't deserve any more comments on that. So we are at 699 to the brim of it, just a bit more, probably one more job to cross over Japan, and let's see how things fare there. As of now, I can't do anything except for waiting. Then I'm going to collect the EPA hit start at the new region, new competition likewise, and then eventually let's see how things fare up. So that doesn't really bother me because competition getting the coins right now is just going to get big boxes. I've changed all the coins, and I think I'm going to change for the 1000 coin container as well. Then I think the rest will be big boxes, and that's about it. I mean, the last 2 competition doesn't really worry me. As of now, everything is filled to the brim. Fortunately, don't have anything for delivery of this item, so let's see how things work out eventually. These side jobs, I can't do any after all. So I'm just going to wait patiently to enter Japan, and for now, I'm just show you my progress as well into the other in terms of the rewards. I'm going to show you the trains I deserve. Alright, so here we are. Alright, so this is a nice night jet I'm hoping to get once I enter Japan. I'll exchange for it. That's going to cost a lot, that nonetheless it's 1000. Then of course the 4000 keys. People has chosen this team is a lucky one. Like I said, either a rare and a samurai class. Alright, let's see, Liberty rare, not too bad. 20 capacity, samurai class. Yeah, probably these 2. I'm just thinking against the epic train, because epic train we need 2500. Probably would have sufficient. Probably getting the rare will be more palatable in the context, because it's 4000 plus 1002. We'll be able to get that. Alright, just gonna spend those extra coins you collected. Let's see your luck here as usual. This is Pixar. One last try. I'm going to save up the balance. Alright, Pixar again. Alright, so that's it. That's the end of this spending, and I'm going to make sure we have saved that enough. This winter season, not that interesting after all, unfortunately, because this huge amount of things that you can't deliver because you don't have any, and it takes so hard to exchange for, spoils the game. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. I'll see you next video in Japan. Goodbye.